Okay. So again, I'm Jay Sanborn, executive consultant with Ambit Energy. My wife and I started our Ambit business. Actually, it was almost 4 years ago, April 8th of 2015. We had a good friend of ours that showed up at our house. He was right here in this living room where I'm sitting right now. And when he came to us, it was at a time where we really, really needed to have something that was going to provide us an opportunity to get our daughter into college. We had a mountain of bills that we were trying to pay. We had a ton of jobs we were working. My wife was working 7 days a week as a business manager. I was working 5 different jobs as a police officer, EMT, school teacher, school bus driver, and also driving limo on weekends. To say we work 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, pretty much. There was very little time for sleep, very little time for family, and we were still financially having issues. And it wasn't because we didn't work hard. It wasn't because we didn't have enough money coming in or we lived high on the hog. We're just trying to survive. You know, we lived in this house that I'm in right now, and we're always just trying to figure out how to get past that next hurdle. There was always something coming up, whether it be a car breaking down or something with a house that needed to be fixed, or just the regular everyday kind of stuff. And we had 2 kids that were grown, and my daughter was getting ready to graduate from high school, actually, in 2015. We saw this opportunity in April. She graduated in June. So we were on the fast track to figure out a way to get her there because financially we just didn't have the means, and we were going to sell the home that I'm in to be able to get her there. And so fast forward, almost 4 years, this opportunity I get to share with you tonight is actually what has allowed us to continue to live in this home that we love and to be able to get our daughter into college and to create a financial situation that we're not struggling anymore. There's not many people that can say that they have extra money or they're not month to month or really having a hard time making ends meet. And we are definitely at that point. And I no longer work those 5 jobs. My wife's no longer a business manager for a large oil propane company. It's because of this opportunity I get to share with you tonight. So without any further ado, I want to get into the slides. I love sharing and talking about our story because I think a lot of people share similar circumstances or are going to be when it comes to kids going to college or maybe it's different things for you. And we'll talk about that as we go through this. But one of the things we talk to people about all the time is how many people do you know who use electricity or natural gas? This is a commodity that we're talking about that everybody has to pay for. It's not going away. In fact, it's actually growing. The market for electricity is insanely growing. And I think we're seeing the same thing with natural gas and solar in some of the states that we market in. So if you think about just the fact that you're able to be part of the electricity market, thinking about a bill that people have to pay every single month, it's not going away. And that's one of the great things. And the reason why you're able to participate in this and be part of this is because of deregulation. Deregulation has opened the door to opportunity for you, for me, for everybody. And the reason that happens is because of a company like Ambit Energy forming, allowing you to participate in this deregulation that's happening. And, the government has stepped in and deregulated the electricity market in some states. And currently, I think we have 28 states in numerous countries that are deregulated. And you have the opportunity with Ambit Energy to become a partner with them to be able to take part in that. And there's going to be an incredible transfer of wealth in that process. And you have the opportunity to participate in that as well. And that's what we've been able to do. In fact, there's 151 million potential customers currently in the markets that Ambit's in. So if you look at all the orange markets that you see here on the screen, everything that's shaded in orange is an Ambit market territory where we've launched Ambit services. And in a lot of these areas, we're not even fully deployed. If you look at California, we have a small gas market there and solar, but we haven't opened the electricity market there. When we do, that will be a huge thing for our company. And, it's because they haven't deregulated their electricity market yet, but we're working on that. There's several other states. The thing that excites me about this map is not just the 16 states and 2 countries that we're in, with Japan and Canada, as you can see there, along with the United States, but all of the areas in gray and all the areas all over the world that haven't even opened up yet. The the thing is, you know, this is an incredible opportunity. 186 billion potential revenue worldwide. One of the things that you know is amazing is the fact that our company is going to be approaching $2 billion. And if you look at the potential revenue that we already have, it's 186 billion. And that's the thing. You know, everybody here knows somebody that pays an electricity bill, right? You know somebody that pays an electricity bill. Everybody you know and everybody you don't know pays that bill, and you know that's crazy. And you know it's an insane ability for us to market. If you look at the states here that we're currently in and where we're expanding to, you've got obviously the Northeast is pretty heavily in ambit territory, and except for the state of Vermont, which you see there is shaded gray. But look at that entire country of Japan, which our company launched the country of Japan overnight. With the flip of a switch, Japan was just on and ready in ambit territory. That was something our company is very proud of, because it was one of the toughest markets to be able to open in, and to be able to go there and overnight be able to flip a switch with a lot of hard work and a lot of technology and everything else that had to happen for that to take place. And then we've launched natural gas and electricity in Alberta, Canada, and I expect that we'll be expanding the Canadian territories as well. So if you look at this opportunity and you look at the fact that less than 3% market share and less than 1% worldwide, you know, if you look at the 3%, you talk to 100 people, 97 people have never heard of this. If you're in less than 1% market share in some of the New England states that we're in, you're talking about out of 100 people, 99 people have never heard of this. That to me is opportunity. That to everybody here in this web room tonight is opportunity. That's an opportunity for you to get started with something before everybody else knows about it. And can you imagine knowing about things like Google or the iPhone or any of those things before they were invented? And you have that opportunity here with them. But I mean, obviously we're growing in, you know, over 1 million customers already, but that's in all the markets that we're in. We haven't even scratched the surface yet with this company and what the potential is going to be here. How does the deregulation work? Well, there's 3 sectors to every power market, and generation is one of them, delivery is the other, and energy retail is the third. And if you look at the generation companies are still out there producing the power. You know, you've got the big companies like Shell and Mobiles, all of those that are producing electricity every single day. That's not changing. Everything stays the same. The power still comes from the same places, and the delivery stays the same. You have your delivery providers where you are now. That doesn't change for the customer. That doesn't change as part of deregulation. They're still going to service the lines, read the meters. They're going to bill you. They're going to still take care of that portion of this. And that's the great thing, because what you see here is what excites me the most is the energy retail side, because that's where Ambit Energy comes in. Ambit Energy is able to come in on the retail side of this process to be able to allow us to go out there and share with our friends and family the opportunity to save money on a bill they're going to pay every single month, the opportunity to get electricity for free. And we don't have to do the heavy lifting. The generation is still taking place by the big companies. The delivery is still taking place by those companies. And energy retail is now being taken place by a big company like Ambit Energy. And you have the opportunity to be part of that. So how did Ambit Energy come about? These 2 guys right here that you see on the screen, Chris Chambliss on the left-hand side is our chief marketing officer. He is honestly brilliant. When you look at his background and how he has been able to market not only Ambit Energy, but he brought another company in direct sales up over $1 billion in less than 1,000 days, and that was XL Communications, back when people used to have to pay for long distance service. We all remember that, right? When you used to have to pay so much a minute, and he was part of that. And so he grew that same philosophy here with Ambit Energy by taking advantage of the electricity market. And he partnered with this guy, Jerry Thompson Jr., who is our chief executive officer. He's our CEO. And Jerry comes from a long line of business as well. In fact, he's been involved in many global conglomerate operations. He's been part of Caprock Communications when he was burying fiber in the ground. Billions and billions of dollars of fiber optic was being put in the ground as part of that company before the internet was even born, before anybody even saw a need for that fiber optic. He already saw the need was coming with businesses and people starting to communicate. And he saw the day when we would all have the internet in our homes, and we would all be able to get on Zoom presentations like this and connect from all over the world. And that's the thing that Jerry is. He's a visionary. And he, like I said, he comes from a long line of business. His whole family is from a long line of business. He's part of the Thompson family, which in Texas is a huge name. And when you go back to his grandfather, who founded the convenience store concept, which we all know today as 7-Eleven. I'm sure every one of us has had a Slurpee or a Step Foot or gotten gas at a 7-Eleven. And the great thing about that is that because of their high growth experience that they have, they're a Fortune 500 team. And what they've been able to do with this company is launch a proven technology platform. If you could see the other co-founder, John Burke, who's not showing on the screen, and you could talk to this guy and understand what the capabilities of our technology are with Ambit Energy. It would just blow your mind as far as how they're gathering information from consumers on a regular basis. In fact, they collect data on electricity usage every 3 seconds. So we have an incredible technology platform, and you know, we are just in the right hands with these guys. And one of the things, I've had the opportunity to meet them on several occasions. I've had the opportunity to hang out with them in just not even a formal environment, and just talk one-on-one. And what I love about them is they're the salt of the earth. They're genuine people. They believe in doing everything at the highest level. And that's where they came up with their mission statement, was to be the finest and most respected retail energy provider. And when you can go out there and represent something where the company actually set aside a mission statement before they even had one customer, their goal was to be the finest and most respected. That, to me, as a upstanding person in my community, I wanted to be with a company that represented the most respected and finest in anything that they're doing, right? Because as a police officer, school teacher, a person in my community, EMT, whatever, I wanted to make sure that what I was bringing to my friends and family was actually something that I could stand behind. And this statement right here said it all for me. And it, you know, just how this company operates on a daily basis really is above board all the time, because this is what they stand for. Never sacrificing integrity for growth. They always make sure they're doing the right thing all the time for our customers. And that's the good thing, is you can go out there and talk to people about saving money on their electricity bills every single month, and knowing that they're going to always do the right thing, not just some of the time, but all of the time. And that's something that they really pride themselves with. This is kind of a motto, and that's what they preach to us in the field, is never sacrifice integrity for growth. Always do the right thing, not just some of the time, but all the time. And because of that, we've won multiple awards. We've got 3 big ones here on the screen, but we could go on all night about the awards of the company. I'm not going to do that in the aspect of time here. But what I'd like to point out is just some of the big ones that we've received. You know, Inc. magazine puts out the top 500 every single year, and they've been doing this forever, and it's the top 500 companies in North America. And the first year that Ambit Energy was even eligible for that top award, to be named to the 500, and did we ever think we were even going to make the 500? No. You know, Ambit was out there doing great things, but it was a huge surprise to Jerry to get a letter from Inc. magazine. Not only did we make the top 500, he got a letter saying, congratulations, Ambit Energy was named the number one private, fastest growing privately held company in North America. And when you can go out there in a short period of time, we were just in business for 3 short years, and the first year we were even eligible for that award, we got number 1. That says a lot about our company and what's happening with energy deregulation and the ability for you to get in on that, you know. And JD Power and Associates, they give these awards for all kinds of things, right? For cars, you've seen this on automobile commercials, and seen it for different things, and you know, they give them out in the energy sector as well. And in fact, Ambit Energy has received 12 of these JD Power awards. You know, every year they're doing great things, and this is an award that has to be voted on by your customers. Your customers have to review you and actually have to state that you're number 1. And this is best in customer satisfaction. So our customers are rating us number 1, best in customer satisfaction. And to win those awards over and over and over again says something about our customers being extremely happy as well. And then you'll see the direct selling news that's listed here. Direct selling news is kind of the policing organization of all direct selling companies. There's probably 3,000 or more direct selling companies in the world. You have the opportunity to partner with a direct selling company that is not only in the top 100 of the world, but we made the top 20. And, you know, that's a pretty incredible statement to be able to say that we're a member of that, number one. Not only a member, but and they only name about 300 members. We're in the top 20. You know, think about that for a minute and just what that says about our company and what they're doing. And, you know, that's why I love talking about our company, is because of all the different things they've been able to do, the accolades that they've been able to achieve in such a short amount of time. I mean, our company's been in business for, 13 years, but in relationship to other companies that have been in business for, tons of years. I mean, you think about this, we've done incredible things, and it's because we are taking care of our customers. So what can you offer your customers? Competitive rates, award-winning service and support. We have a Green E product as well. These are Green E certified products for people that are environmentally conscious. Not a lot of people can actually state that they have certified green products. A lot of people out there try to pretend to be green, but we're certified. And we also have solar energy in 9 states currently, and that's a growing sector of ambit energy that we're going to see leaps and bounds in the solar sector as well. So just super excited about what this can offer your customers. Now this here, the free energy program, I will tell you, this is what really sparked my interest. My friend came in this living room that I'm sitting in right now, and he mentioned to me about the opportunity to save money on my electric bill. I was excited. But then he mentioned the opportunity to get free energy. And how this works is you gather 15 friends and neighbors, and they become ambit energy customers, saving money every single month on their electricity bills. You can get your electricity for free, and not just 1 month. You get it for free month after month after month after month. So every single month, we receive a check from Ambit Energy for doing this work one time. We gathered 15 customers one time back in 2015. In the first week and a half we're in business, we gathered 15 customers. And then every single month since then, we've received a free energy check in the mail from Ambit Energy. And that's a tax-free rebate check. This is a check that we get every single month. And, our consultants are reporting this check. I mean, think about this for yourself. If you are able to get your electricity for free, what kind of money is that putting back into your budget every single month? I look at my electricity bill. That's always a bill I just absolutely hated to pay. And the fact that I could get it for free, when my friend mentioned that to me, I was like, okay, I need to know more about that and how does it work? And what do I need to do? And then he said, I got to get 15 friends and neighbors to save money on their bill. I'm like, that's it? That is simple. All right, so going out there and being able to get that done was a high priority for me. And, then we found out we could make money with this thing. That was even more exciting. And so, we make recommendations to our friends and family all the time. I mean, you think about it, you go have a good meal at a restaurant, you're going to tell people about it, right? And we do that all the time. I talk to people. In fact, I just had some friends of ours come to a favorite restaurant of ours near us, and they were excited about coming, and the food's fantastic. And I don't get a kickback from that restaurant. I've referred a ton of people there. I still do. But you look at these other companies that are listed right here on the screen. We built billion-dollar companies, you and I, for recommending services, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube videos, Twitter. What about Google? When was the last time you used Google or said Google it? I used it today. I would say a dozen times anyway, to just look up information. What did we do before Google? And you and I all built that company, and we never got paid for it. We never got paid for referring anybody to these different services that are online. Google's a multi-billion-dollar company, and we all built it on word of mouth. And that's exactly what we do with Ambit, another billion-dollar company that's being built by people like you and I. And now you have an opportunity to partake in the transfer of wealth and put some money in your bank account. So in order to do that, you have a $75 one-time upfront investment. $75. to own and operate your business with Ambit Energy, you get to partner with the world's largest direct seller of energy. The largest direct seller of energy in the world for $75. I knew that this was a no-brainer for me. This was something that I just, my wife wasn't on board with this. In fact, she was very skeptical. She thought it was a scam, and she didn't want us to spend this money because we actually didn't have that money to spend. And so I understand her being skeptical, rightfully so, because we had a tight budget. But for $75, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to go start any other business for that low upfront capital. That's a one-time deal. You only pay that $75 one time and you own your business for life. There's no annual re-ups. You don't have to pay again. You don't have to worry about any other overhead, except for your website, which we're going to talk about in just a second. But you think about this. We have a website that absolutely does everything to run and operate your business. I can run my business from my smartphone, my computer, a tablet. I can run this from anywhere 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It keeps track of everything we do in our business in real time. So if people are out there adding consultants or adding customers or generating commission checks, you can look at all of that in your back office for this $24.95 a month website fee. And my wife and I own a business that pays us thousands of dollars a month, over and over and over, thousands of dollars a month for an entire business run on $24.95 a month. What business can you go out there and start for such a low upfront cost and then maintain that for such a small cost? I mean, you can't even open a storefront anywhere for that amount of money. I would challenge anybody to show me anywhere in the world where you could go do that and partner with the largest direct seller of energy in the world, a billion-dollar company that's growing leaps and bounds. You have that opportunity here. So a mere $100, you can get started with our company. So now I get to share with you how you get that $100 back, because this income opportunity isn't just about getting started with an incredible company. It's about putting money in your pocket, right? So that's what we get to share with you. We're not just about saving people money. We're about getting you free electricity, which is all great things. But now you can generate an income that I had never had any idea was even possible, something like this. And to be able to see what it's done for our family and our lives because of it is incredible. So to get started with this, I'd just like to point out, we only do two simple things. The only thing that you ever will have to do in your business is these two things right here on the screen. So in business, you have a system. We have a system in place, and it's to gather a handful of loyal customers, people we know, love, and trust. You're going to go out there, the most customers, electricity customers, gas customers, solar customers, whatever it is, the most customers you will ever need in your business is 20 customers. 20. 20. You're not going up and down Main Street knocking on doors. You're not calling people you don't know. You're signing up people you know as electricity customers to save money on a bill they're going to pay. This is mom, dad, sister, brother, cousins, neighbor on your left, neighbor on your right. Doesn't matter who they are. You're going to save them some money on their bill. You're helping them out. And then you're going to go help other people do the exact same thing. In the process of that, you're going to get a lot of upfront money. You're going to get free energy. And you're going to be saving people money, and you're going to be building a team of people. And that's where, this really, really takes place. And the good thing about only having to do these two simple things, as you can see on the screen, people from all walks of life are succeeding with Ambit. All walks of life. I just signed up a guy last week from Nigeria who is super excited about this opportunity. And, we've got people, different generations and all of that, being able to be successful with this company. It's because we do two simple things and we keep it simple. You gather a handful of loyal customers and you help other people do the exact same thing. So you're going to go out there and help some people do what you're doing. And that's what we do. And I'm going to share with you how that generates income. You're going to go out there and gather your customers. You decide to become a consultant with Ambit Energy, as you can see on the screen here. And you're going to go out and activate your website. So those two computers that you see, those laptop computers on the screen there, those actually count as two free customers for you. They're called computer points. And Ambit Energy gives you those two customers for free. You don't even have to do anything other than activate your website. So just for getting started activating your website, which you need to run your business, you're already up two customers. So then you're going to go try to talk to yourself and have a long, hard conversation, right? and become your own first customer. And when you become your own first customer, and I'm going to note that with this little check mark here, by having a conversation with yourself to save money on a bill you're going to pay every single month, right? Hopefully that conversation goes well. And you're going to be able to be your own first customer, right? Now, you're going to go talk to mom, dad, sister, brother, cousins, 2 other people, just 2. You're only ever going to need 2. So when you go talk to 2 people and ask them to be your customers, 2, Ambit Energy is actually going to send you $100. $100 jumpstart bonus. For yourself and 2 other customers, you're going to make $100. You saw what it costs to start this business. It's $100. You're able to recoup your investment immediately. There's not many people where you can be in profit mode, no business I've ever seen, where you can be in profit mode right away. Right out of the gate with this company, by signing yourself up and 2 other customers, you've already paid off your investment and now are in profit mode. So now how do you make more money? I'm going to show you that now, okay? You're going to be able to go out there and share this opportunity with somebody else by either getting them on a Zoom presentation like this, getting them to a local live meeting, maybe sitting down with somebody and showing them a video over a cup of coffee, sitting in their living room like my friend did with me, and share with me the opportunity to save money and get free electricity and make money, right? You're going to go talk to somebody. When you talk to that person and share this opportunity with them, you're going to be able to help them get started as well. And when you do that, you're going to be able to go out there and do exactly what you did. The 2 computer points themselves, 2 other customers, when they do that, they make $100. You know what's great? When they make 100, you make 100. So there, you can see right here on the screen, when they make $100, you going out there and helping them do this, sign themselves up, get 2 other customers, Ambit Energy then goes and sends you $100. You ever trained anybody at your job? This is one of the things I love to talk about, because I used to train people all the time in the various different aspects of jobs I worked in. And I never got paid what they got paid on top of what I was getting paid. Here, you get a match bonus. Every time you share this and help somebody get started and they make $100, you're able to go out and do the exact same thing. That's when I got super excited when I started this business. And I just hit the ground running because I didn't know how many times they were going to let me do that. Well, the great thing is Ambit Energy doesn't limit us. We can go do this as many times as we want. And what I would do is I had to get a daughter's college tuition at about $40,000 a year. And all I had to do is go out there and share this opportunity with people. And by doing this over and over and over again is what allowed us to be able to get her into college and not have to sell our house to do it. And, you know, a lot of people don't understand how powerful that is. You know, my daughter's doing midterm exams. We've been going back and forth all day today about, you know, the exams that she's taking and what she's studying at. She's super excited about it. She's working her tail off, and it's costing a lot of money. But because of this opportunity, we're able to provide that for her, and we're super excited for her. So how do you go make more money? You know, this is the initial way that you're going to be able to go out there and make match bonuses, but how you make more money is by getting promoted. You know, when you go out there and get your first 5 customers, like we just showed you, your first 2 computer points, right? And then yourself and 2 other customers, you've already completed the first step in the promotion. I don't know what it takes for you to get a promotion at work, but I'm going to show you a very simple way of getting a promotion here with Ambit Energy. First off, go make your investment back and make your $100, right? The second thing is you're going to go out there and share this with 2 personal consultants. By just going out there and sharing this with 2 people, 2 individuals that want to make additional money just like you, by going out there and sharing it with 2 people, you're going to be able to get started and start your promotion. And they're going to get signed up and you're going to help them get started. You're going to make the match bonuses for everything that they do. And when you do that, you're going to be able to position yourself to get promoted. And then the third thing to get promoted in a company to the first level is to have a total of 6 consultants on your team. That promotes you to what's called regional consultant. At the regional consultant level, you've now leveraged yourself. It's called RC. I'm going to show you leverage in a minute, how you leverage yourself for money and time. Because as your team grows and builds, with this team of 6 people, you're going to be able to see leverage happen like you've never been able to see it before. And this is the thing that really blew me away, was I was actually getting paid for what our team was doing now that I was a regional consultant. So you're going to go out, get these 2 people started, okay? You can go help them get a couple of people started, all right, each. Or you can just personally go out and get these 6 consultants yourself and go out and talk to 6 people and share this opportunity and get yourself a promotion. I mean, I had to work really, really hard to get promotions at any of the jobs I was doing. Here with Ambit Energy, this was simple. I was able to go out there and complete this in 13 days. You can go out there and do this in a month. You can do it in a couple months, whatever it is you want to do. There's no timeline here. Ambit doesn't limit us. You can do this on your own pace, and that's the great thing about this. But, you can go out there and get it done, and this is what you can create is this kind of leverage, because as a regional consultant, now you can go out there and leverage your time and money. And how does that work? Well, as a regional consultant, you're going to go out there and share this opportunity just like you did before. You're going to help them get started. They're going to make $100. Okay? Nothing changes at the regional consultant level. What does change is the opportunity to get more money, because you're still going to make that $100 bonus. Now they're going to give you an additional $55 for a regional consultant leadership bonus, which totals a $155 total bonus. So now instead of $100, you're making $155. You've given yourself a 55% pay increase by just getting to regional consultant. I don't know what you guys had to do to get a raise. I've always had to work extremely hard to get any amount of raise. And usually I was lucky if we got maybe 2-3% raise, if that. Sometimes we got 1% raises. Here, you can give yourself a 55% pay raise just by going out there and getting to regional consultant. Now, I showed you how you get paid a little bit more money there, right? And it doesn't sound like a lot, but this is where it really adds up. Because as you bring this personal consultant into your team and they go out and start building their business, you're going to be able to see how this multiplies. So this consultant gets started, they get their $100 bonus, they go share this with somebody they know, they help them get a $100 bonus. Look what's happening over underneath you. Every time this person that you brought into the team goes out there and builds their team, and continues to build, they might have a friend in Massachusetts. They might have a friend in Tokyo, Japan. Who knows who they're sharing this with? But your business is continuing to grow in all of those locations. And every time they make $100, look what's happening underneath you. You're making 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55 over and over and over and over again. And this goes to unlimited levels for everything that happens. And you're not only going to get them on this one consultant. Every time these guys go out and start building their teams, you're going to be able to get $55 overrides. My wife and I started this business almost 4 years ago. Every single week we receive 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, still to this day. Still to this day. Over and over. Unlimited levels. It does not stop. And that's an incredible thing, because $55 adds up when you start multiplying it, right? Start multiplying 55 by 10. It's a pretty good paycheck, right? Even at the regional consultant level, that's a decent weekly paycheck. And this money gets direct deposit in your bank account every single week. Week after week after week, we continuously receive direct deposits from Ambit Energy every single week. And it's because of something that we got started. We got to regional consultant and just went to work, okay? And that's what you want to do. You want to get started with this, go make some money. This is how you do it. This is not only a presentation to show you the money that's here. This is also a training. I can tell you that this is what I did. I just went out and did this over and over and over again. And because of that, we're now executive consultants, and we're making incredible amounts of money from this company. And you're going to have the same opportunity. Everybody here starts out at the same place. Nothing changes for anybody. You don't have any special. I've never done anything like this before. I already told you my background. Nobody's ever. We have a ton of people succeeding: regional consultants, senior consultants, executives, and national, from all different backgrounds: firefighters, police officers, nurses. It doesn't matter. You can just go out there. Everybody starts the same way. So, at regional consultant, once your team has grown to an entire team of 18, you're going to then promote to what's called senior consultant. They add another $80 to that 55 on top of the 100. So now you're making $235. So every time you go out and share this opportunity, help them get a few customers, you're making $235 every time they trigger that $100 bonus. How many times do you want to do that? Because now you're going to still receive these $55 overrides to unlimited levels, but now because you're a senior consultant, where you get started here is now producing $135 to unlimited levels. How many times a week do you want to produce these bonuses? At 135, 135, 135, 135, 135, over and over and over again. We were senior consultants 40 days in the business. We still get that every single week, week after week after week. Our senior consultant business has grown to unbelievable markets. You know, we've grown to Japan. We've grown to, we have consultants in Hawaii. We have consultants in Canada. We have consultants in Texas, all over the globe. I never believed that. When my friend was sitting here with me in this living room that I'm sitting in right now and started talking to me about this opportunity, you've got to see this on a global thing, because I never did. You know, this is the opportunity that we're showing you here tonight. And that's what's super exciting about it is the fact that something I started right here in my living room by signing up on somebody's website, I've been able to grow now into a global company partnering with the largest direct sale of energy. It's crazy. It's crazy. And this is incredible. So at senior consultant, once you've helped 5 people get to the same level that you're at senior consultant, you become an executive consultant. So what I love about this company is you're always helping other people get to new levels. You're helping other people promote in their businesses. And because we went out and helped some people, 5 people get to senior consultant, we're now executive consultants. And so that's the great thing here. Is the leadership is all about helping other people, because unless you succeed, we don't succeed either, right? So everybody has the opportunity to help everybody succeed. What other business? Do you go to work every day and somebody's there waiting for you to help you succeed? No, you've got to drive and grind every single day for yourself, right? Here we have a team. We have a team atmosphere. So at executive consulting, you're just making more money on top of more money. You know, an additional $80 on top of that $235 now, because you're no longer senior consulting or executive consultant. So now, every time you go out and share this with somebody and help them get started and get a few customers, you're going to make $315. And all of those bonuses, $215 to unlimited levels, to infinity, while you're still getting the 135, 135, 135, 135, 135s for your senior code, and the 55, 55, 55s over and over every single week, direct deposit in your bank account. You can see where the money starts to add up. At executive consultant, again, just help 5 people get to that level that you're at, and you become what's called a national consultant. At the national consultant level, it's just more money on top of more money. I mean, you can see how this works. This is all upfront bonus money, direct deposit every single week into the bank account of your choice. You can get this money just like we do. You have that same opportunity. And this is all great upfront bonus money for going out there, helping people grow their teams, you growing your team by gathering some customers, generating upfront bonus money. And it's incredible money. But it's not why my wife and I started this business. I got super excited about this money, and I still do, as you can tell. I still get pretty excited about this. But this is why we started this business, what's called long-term residual income. Long-term income that we're able to now receive a direct deposit every single month because a customer's paying their utility bills. When did you ever think that you would be able to get paid when people pay their electricity bill or their natural gas bill? Ever? Me either. I never believed that was even possible. I didn't even know it was possible until my friend shared this with me. But Ambit pays you every time a customer pays their utility bill. Every single time. And they pay that every single month. The great thing is, we get paid every single month. Well, on the 15th of every month, we receive what's called our residual income check from Ambit Energy. On top of those weekly bonuses, we'd also get a once-a-month bonus for all of the customers. The bigger the team that you build, the more customers that you have, the more money Ambit's going to deposit on the 15th of the month. Okay, I never believed that this was going to be thousands of people paying electricity bills. Thousands. And that's the amount of money that you're able to put in your bank account. Because you got something started very small. You know, you start out, it's a team. This is not a get rich quick. Okay, if you're here tonight and you thought you were part of a get rich quick or whatever it is, or you think you're going to be a millionaire overnight, you know, you've got to go out there and build this business. You got to go out there and get it started. You got to share it with a couple of people, get things going, get yourself promoted, just like we're talking about, okay? There's work involved. And once you do that, it grows. And that's when you can start seeing the growth happen. And our business grows every single day, whether we're there or not. Whether I get out of bed or not, I'm continuing to see my business grow every single day. And that's what you have the opportunity to get started to do as well, you know, by just getting started with this company. So I'm going to share with you a little bit of information on how that residual works in just a second, and then we'll wrap up the presentation. But before I do that, I really want to just talk about this because, like I said, you know, it's based on your individual efforts. You can't just sign up here, put your money down, and not do anything. You know, you've got to put some time and effort in. But what we're talking about is doing this on a very part-time basis. When I started this, I did not have any time. I told you I was working 5 different jobs. I literally would probably sleep 3, 4, 5 hours a night if I was lucky. Okay, and that was on a good day. And so back-to-back shifts, always working, always working. So I couldn't just stop what I was doing. We still had bills to pay. My wife still was working 7 days a week. I was still working 7 days a week, multiple hours, multiple shifts. Nothing was changing for us when we started Ambit Energy. We couldn't just stop what we were doing. We still had to work, okay, just like you, okay? You can start this very part-time like we did. I just found pockets of time to go out there and share this with people, whether it was somebody I was talking to at school while I was working, or maybe somebody I was working with at the police department. Maybe it was somebody I just bumped into that was a friend. I just had that opportunity to just kind of schedule that into my day. And that's what you do. We don't set aside time to go do Ambit. We do Ambit while we're out. Other than doing this presentation I'm doing with you right here tonight, I don't have a schedule. I go talk to people when they're available, and that's what I do. And it's very part-time. If you can dedicate, a few hours to get started, and then it can grow. And it can grow because you're going to be able to step away from some of those other things that you're doing. You're going to be able to devote more time. And that's what my wife and I did. We started to see the kind of money they were depositing in our bank account. I said, honey, take a look at this. And she said, yeah, we need to put more time into this. We need to really take this seriously. And we did. And we haven't stopped since. And we're still just as excited today as we were the day we got started, if not more excited, because of what this has been able to do for us and how real the money is. Okay, but you got to put time in, you got to put effort in, and it's not going to build itself. So we like to be able to just say that. This is not a lottery ticket. Okay, so how does the residual income work? All right, this chart is a very simple chart. It's called a matrix of 3. I'm going to try to go through it real quickly with you without boring you. So what I want to do is talk about the levels. There's 7 level payouts that we get paid on. Okay, so as this starts out, it starts out with you. If you look at this, right here at the top, you get started with this. When you sign up a new consultant, that's the first level. They sign up a consultant, that's your second level. And that continues to multiply down through 7 levels, okay? And we're going to talk about that 7 level payout. And then marketing consultants are new consultants joining your business that you go out and personally sponsor. So we're going to talk about you going out and sharing this with 3 people who want to make money. Marketing consultants are your business partners. Those are people who want to get started with Ambit Energy and go out there and create an income for themselves. So you're going to go share this with 3 people. Okay, customers are your customers. They're the people that get signed up for free. They can become a customer for nothing. They're going to save money on their bill every month. There's no fees, no contracts, no terms, none of that. Guaranteed to save money. We have a guaranteed savings program in a lot of the markets that we're in. So if you look at this, your customers can come in here. You're going to, again, like I told you before, in order to qualify for all 7 levels of this compensation, you need a total of 20 customers in the long run. Okay, that isn't overnight. That's over time. You can gather 20 customers. But this residual income chart, if you look at the 7 levels, and it starts out with you showing 3 people, and every one of those 3 go out and just gathers 3 customers, you'd have 9 customers in your organization, right? If you went out and shared this with 3 business partners, every one of them go and make their $100 back, you'd have 9 customers. And that multiplied down through 7 levels, those 3 then go show 3 people, who then go find 3 people. And that multiplies down through 7 levels. You'd end up with 3,279 consultants on your team, over 3,000 consultants on your team. And every one of those people goes out and gathers their 3 customers to make their $100 back. Okay, that's all we're doing. Okay, and that multiplies down through 7 levels. You'd have 9,857 customers paying you residually every single month. Month after month after month, if you knew you had almost 10,000 customers paying you when they paid their electricity bills every single month, would that excite you? I'm going to show you how that multiplies out on a band 1 usage. A band 1 usage is the lowest usage that we have. So we've scaled this chart all the way back to the lowest level. Okay, I'm not trying to exaggerate numbers here tonight. What we really want to do is we really just want to get the point across of how this multiplication works. Because when you have almost 10,000 customers, even on the lowest amount of usage, this is like a very small electric bill, maybe a 1-bedroom apartment, okay, a band 1. And that multiplies out, and you're able to capitalize on those 9,800 customers paying their bill every single month, Ambit Energy is going to send you $11,757.25. $11,757.25. That's every single month. Think about that. I love to just say to people, think about if you knew this month on the 15th of the month, well, we've already passed the 15th of February, but if you knew in March, on the 15th of March, that you were going to get a direct deposit in your bank account over $11,000, and then in April, you were going to get another one on the 15th of the month, and then in May, another one. What does that do for your life? That's an incredible amount of money, and this is on a very small scale. This is all scaled back with you just going out and starting it with 3 individuals and helping them get started. And as this multiplies down and as this builds over time, if you knew that you could get this started in 2 to 5 years, generate an income like this, would it be worth it? Absolutely. On an upfront cost of $100? Absolutely. That's what I saw. This is what I get super excited about, is this amount of money that gets deposited in your bank account. Because I know that I can go out there and share this with people. I know people want to save money. I know people want to make money. I know a lot of people that are working 2nd and 3rd jobs. If you can just go out there and share this with a few people and get this started, you can make this kind of money as well. And this is why I get super excited about this chart. Now, this is just 7 levels of residual income. Now, there's another way we get residual income, and this is actually the bigger way, is what we call the quarter bonus. It's kind of like owning your own toll booth. Because every time those customers pay their utility bills, all of those customers on that previous page, and we just talked about almost 10,000 of them, all of the customers that are in your regional consultant business are going to throw a quarter into your toll booth every single month, in addition to what they're already giving you, okay, from that other chart. Okay, an additional 25 cents per customer. The great thing about this is it doesn't stop on 7 levels. It multiplies down, and it multiplies to every single level in your business to infinity. It doesn't stop. So at regional consultant, you're getting an extra quarter. At senior consultant, it's 50 cents. At executive, it's 75. And at national, it's $1. Have you ever sat at the toll line waiting to put your money? Now they have Easy Pass. So every time a car drives through there at 70 miles an hour, it's just cha-ching, cha-ching. So the same thing's going to happen here. Think about every time one of those cars, every time somebody pays an electricity bill, you're going to be able to get paid on that. I remember sitting there going, if I only had $1 for every car that went through here, if I only had a quarter for every car that went through it. Imagine if you had that coming in on a regular basis. Our executive consultants report this to be one of the largest parts of the residual income check is the quarter bonuses. Because, again, it's not limited to just the 7 levels. It goes to infinity. And that's an incredible thing for you and I. And you have that very same opportunity. That's the compensation. We get paid 3 different ways. And, we have the upfront bonuses, we have that residual chart, and then we have the quarter bonuses. Our company pays us extremely well. And, I talked a lot about the company and how excited I am about Jerry and Chris and what they've started and where the company was, where it's going, where it's at now, where it's going. I mean, they're just talking about expansion. I mean, just having conversations with these guys about where this company is going and what it means to be a part of this right now, because it's still very brand new. We haven't even scratched the surface. But what I get super excited about is talking to people about their financial dreams, because I think a lot of us has given up on our financial dreams. In fact, my wife and I had given up. We had worked 29 years busting our tails at those JOBs, and we were very, very, very broke. We had a disconnection notice from Central Maine Power sitting on our dining room table the night my friend showed up to show me this opportunity. We were having trouble paying our bills. Not anymore. Those bills come in, they're paid every single month, month after month after month. They're not behind. I'm not trying to play catch up. You guys have that same opportunity. That additional income that you can create here because of this business is phenomenal. Additional income is not something we ever had. The only way we could ever get additional income was trade more time for more money. And there's so many people trading time for money. There's nothing wrong with having a job. Jobs exist and they're necessary. You have to have them, But to be able to create the additional income and maybe replace the income you have, what I like about this is I know that no matter what happens in our life, we have a nest egg coming in every single month. If something happens to one of us, somebody gets sick, what happens if something happens like that in your family or to you? Are you going to still be able to make money? If you don't go to work, do you still make money? That's the thing. Regardless of what we do now, because of what we started, I always say dig the well before you're thirsty, right? You're doing that here because what we've already dug for a well is going to continue to not only pay us, but it's going to pay our family, my kids. This is a willable and sellable business. This is generational wealth on an electricity commodity. This is what you have the ability to be part of. You know, what about eliminating debt? I mean, so many people are just in over their heads. You know, we have mortgages, car payments, credit card bills, this, that, you know, college tuition. This was a big one for us, and it still is. I mean, we're still on that plan. You know, I keep saying, you know, we just keep sending that money to the colleges, and it's all for good reason. And it's something we never thought we were going to even be able to do, right? And now, because of this business, we're able to do that. We don't blink an eye. It's a little painful. I mean, I certainly would love to be putting that money towards, you know, other things, but it's very important. It's prioritizing our finances, obviously, to get our daughter through college. And, you know, she's going to go on, she's studying pre-med. She's going to go on and do amazing things with the career that she's chosen. She's excited about it. She can't wait to get out there and start helping people and doing that in the medical field. And we're so excited that we're not going to bury her in debt. You know, you're going to have that opportunity here. And, you know, there's not many opportunities out there where you can do that. What about supplementing your pension? You know, so many people work past the age of 60, 70 because they can't afford to retire. Is Social Security going to take care of you? Do you ever get one of those things in the mail that talks about how much, if you retire at this age, you're going to get this much money? Right? It's ridiculous. You can't retire on that. There's no way you're going to be able to make your bills month after month after month with what they're going to pay you in Social Security. Now you can go out there and start a supplemental pension with Ambit Energy. We have people on our team, people that we know extremely well, somebody I've known my entire life. They were working past the age of 70. Their Ambit Energy check is twice the Social Security check for both of them. Can you imagine that? They've finally been able to retire past the age of 70 because they were still working. How many people want to do that? I don't. I definitely don't, and I won't, okay? That's one of the things I know about this. I know where we've gotten to. I'm never going back to that lifestyle. I'm never going back to working 5 jobs. I'm never going back, and I'm not going to because of this opportunity. You have the ability to say that too. You have the ability to go out there and start this and build it and be able to say, I'm never going back there. I'm going to go out there and live my dreams. I'm going to go out there and do what I want to do. I'm going to go out there and spend time with my family. That's what my wife and I get the most kick out of. You know, it seems like every time we turn around, we're booking another trip to go see our kids or go do something fun. Just travel and have fun. You know, we just booked another trip, and we're booking another one after that. I got several trips this year. I think we got 3 already booked for this year, and that's not the end. Actually, 4. So just being able to go out there and enjoy life. We're only going around this world one time. I'm not going to wait for someday because that's a someday life, you know, and a someday life is one that most often doesn't happen because you always say, I'm going to do that someday. You have the opportunity to go out there now, get started with this, and do it now. Go out there and build this business. And so if you get on here tonight, I'm super excited that we're able to share with you and present this information to you. I hope you see it the way we do. Understand. This is an incredible opportunity. If somebody advised you on that, impact that person. Go and Ambit Energy, become your own first customer, take control of your financial future. Have that opportunity here. So I'm super excited. I'm going to actually stay on here. I'm going to stop the recording and I'll open up the chat a little bit